looks like I'm live. I can't really tell, but I think I'm live. Go ahead and play that beautiful theme song. It's a Sunday Night Smoke, despite what these lyrics are about to tell you. Welcome, everybody. I composed that myself. I'm really proud of it. Welcome to Saturday / Sunday Night Smoke, where I sit out here and rant, mostly. I have a little bit of ranting to do tonight, a little bit of personal reflection on some medical news I got recently. But I am going to bring up, although technically producer Steph is actually right here on the set tonight, she normally isn't. I was going to rank my thing so I can see if there's questions from you guys or not. How do I tune into myself? Let's edit. I'm going to go back to my channel, I think. Anyhow, it is Sunday, July 13th. We do have a episode coming up. Episode 281 will be on Tuesday, the 15th.
What's wrong?
I gotta leave my mouth. There we go.
What's wrong with the feed over there?
Oh, I was just bringing it up so I could see it. Hot chat? No, I want live chat. Okay, I have live chat. So if anyone types something in theory, I will see it. So the Saturday Night Smoke segment, which this is not a regular show. This is a segment that I do. And there's no fun Mad Lib, there's no fun challenges, it's just me. And it's usually me ranting a little bit, which is why it's not part of the regular show. I still don't talk politics, but I do sometimes say some controversial shit. We had, I think, Saturday Night Smoke 2 when I talked about my ousting from Cronenberg, which we're going to bring it up tonight again. It's more tea to spill. But it's also just a little more personal, and quite frankly, I'm not worried about saying personal stuff here because literally nobody watches these. Like the last 6 I've done, like one person's tuned in, and no one even watched them afterwards. So quite frankly, I do whatever the fuck I want, and you guys won't care. Although, I'm sure one day when I run for president, people go back and watch these and say all kinds of shit about me. But in the meantime, if you are new to the show, new to this segment, please like the video. These all have 1 like in them. They're all from me, every last one. So please like, subscribe, share if you want to. I'd love to get more people involved in the show, especially on Tuesdays. I care much less about these episodes. Saturday Night Smoke will take place throughout the summer on Saturdays when I'm home. As my busy season hits in August, September, October, there'll be a lot less often. It is not a regularly scheduled program. It's a when I feel like it program. It just happens to so be that since I started it, it's been every week. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is it Sunday Night Smoke? When you originally posted it to be a Saturday Night Smoke, and it was. But one of my friends called me yesterday, a good friend, guest on the show before, Jacob Fisher, the guy that gives us the Star Wars Mad Libs book, which has brought us endless amounts of joy on the show on Tuesdays. And he said, hey, I want to take you to go see the new Superman movie. And we went. And we got to a huge theater Saturday night of opening weekend. Giant theater. 6 o'clock p.m., prime viewing hours, right before or after a date. People, go either to dinner and then the movie or movie then dinner, 6 o'clock. We walked into the stadium seating, and there was 3 other people in there. We watched the movie with a total of 5 people in the theater on Saturday of opening weekend. And it was a nice theater. It wasn't like the nice theater I've been to, like no reclining seats, but it was not, like a trash dollar theater. It was a decent theater. So, that does not bode well for the DCU. But I will say this. The movie was phenomenal. Without spoilers, I will say this. The most grounded, most realistic Superman I've ever seen. Not dark and gritty Henry Cavill. Not light and fluffy camp Christopher Reeve. Superman was a real person with real emotions. And not just conflict between good and evil and what he should do right, but fucks things up. Has jealous and rage issues, and he's just a person in this movie who happens to be incredibly overpowered. The guy playing Lex Luthor reminded me of the actor that played him on Smallville. Very young, really well done. Not over the top, but definitely manic. Kind of reminded me of Taika Waititi in Free Guy. The CGI battles were intense, but not overly fake. They took their time on the CGI, which, if you guys know anything about DC, is not normal. Cavill mustache. There's a lot of characters they don't even bother introducing. The characters are just there that exist in the universe, and you just kind of hope you catch up. Like Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, which is played by Nathan Fillion, who's hysterical. Hawkgirl's just there. Mr. Terrific's just there. They might retroactively introduce them at some point, but they just kind of jumped you into a Justice League type movie without introducing much, and it was good. It didn't feel crowded or bloated. The battle sequences were good. The choreography was good. Lots of in-air fighting, which I've always enjoyed as Superman, when they're battling in the sky. I was very entertained. Very, very entertained. So yeah, I saw Superman last night. So technically I got home by 9 o'clock. I could have gone an hour later, but I thought, I'll just move to Sunday. So I have the whole hour with you guys, or 45 minutes is usually. Usually do the segments about 45 minutes long. How long it takes me to smoke a cigar? And I'm smoking a Cuban Delight, which these are not long filler, they're medium filler or small filler, so they burn a little faster than a regular 6-inch cigar. Nobody's commenting. The only person watching is me and Steph. Oh wait, maybe I'd say 3, 4? Wow. People watching. Well, say hi if you're watching. Let me know you're here. So it was announced this week, I believe publicly, I hope it's public by now, because all the guilds have been talking about it in their private servers, that the Cronenberg Renaissance Fair is no more. It is, in fact, they did not renew the lease, as I have been saying for 2 years they weren't going to. And they're ordered to be torn down, and the fair will no longer happen. Now, I am sad that there's one less fair in Southern California. And my hope is that they find a spot, a park, or something to at least do a weekend Cronenberg, or a 2-weekend Cronenberg somewhere. Those actors and characters can still do their thing. And they'll do their thing now for an audience. Because here's the thing. Here's what I feel about Cronenberg. I've mentioned this on Saturday Night Smoke too. when I had Jeremy on with me. Kronenberg Fair has always been a fair for fair folk and not for the audience. And part of that problem is they go and they hide in their buildings that they've built over the centuries. And they just kind of do their own thing. And the audience isn't even allowed in those buildings because they've been condemned. Would you go out and see what that is? Yes. And so, someone's asking for my attention, but I'm so busy broadcasting. So, I think that if by taking them away from those buildings and into a setting where they have to interact with the audience, they just can't hide in their tents and their buildings all day, they might actually do some good. And here's the thing. If K-Berg was bringing in tax dollars, revenue to the city wouldn't have shut them down completely. They would have found a way to work around it. But the truth is, their ticket sales don't generate tax. No tax on ticket sales. And they weren't making a lot of sales at the vendors because, again, quite frankly, not many people were going. Every time I've gone to that fair, it's been mostly actors and not patrons. And this last time I went, I was only there for an hour, but there were not many patrons there. And the ones that were there weren't being interacted with. So, K-Berg kind of brought that on themselves. They also didn't ever fix the buildings. They didn't ever fix the plumbing like the new owner said they were going to do. So it's kind of karmic justice that they got shut down. And again, I hope they can recover on a new site, not permanent buildings, just do like a couple weekends or a weekend and still have the Baron and all the cool stuff they've, the lore they've developed over the years, great. And it's, but, yeah, K-Berg is no more. I don't know if you guys have a feeling about that, put it in the comments. I want fairs to succeed. I want more fairs in the world. But that particular one was not a good fair, so it's kind of okay they're tearing it down. So, anyhow, there's a lot of upcoming events coming up. I'll be in Lake Tahoe soon doing an event. We've got, hopefully, Idlewild Renaissance Fair once I finally get my contract with that. We've got, of course, Escondido in the fall. We have Las Vegas, Age of Chivalry. We have another Las Vegas event in mid-November, and possibly a boat event coming around that same time. And then Yule in December. So we have a lot of, the end of the year is going to be really busy. Of course, right now in the summertime, dead at a doornail, it's been 102 every day, and that's why I'm doing Saturday Night Smokes and not at a fair on a Saturday. But, life is mostly good. Time to get a little personal, which I don't do on my regular show. The regular show is a show for you guys, for humor, for comedy, for fun, where I interview a guest and we talk fun holiday things like that. Saturday Night Smoke is my platform to vent, pretty much. That's why I'm here. This is my non-political version of Ben Shapiro or Matt Walsh, or Bill Maher. So my personal struggles right now are, I saw my heart doctor Monday, my cardiologist, Dr. Kaziz, who is awesome and just a phenomenal doctor. And he basically told me, my heart condition is incurable. I'm never going to get better, which means I will always be dizzy now. I will always not be able to walk very far. And it does shorten my lifespan, as does my stage 3 kidney failure that I have. So I, probably based on family history and what they're telling me, I probably have 10 years roughly left to live. Could be a lot more. 10 years is the average. It means it could be 8, it could be 20. If I can get a kidney transplant, it could be a lot longer. I'll put myself on the transplant list probably in September. As for the dizziness and the heart thing, he said it does not get better, but there are ways to mitigate the effects. Number 1, drink more water, which I already drink a lot of water, but I went through like 8 bottles this weekend. Because the more hydrated you are, the more your muscles full of water, and then my blood can't pull into my legs when I stand up. Number 2, compression socks. If I'm wearing my regular compression socks, you need at least the thigh-high ones. which are very expensive, They're like $30 a pair. I don't have any money right now. I'm not about to start a GoFundMe, but he did try and prescribe me a pair. And he said if my insurance picks it up, that'll be cool. If not, I will have to buy them from Amazon and just go from there. Third thing is to lie down, because I can't sit up or stand up when I do exercise. Lie down and do some recumbent leg exercises. Move my legs around, build up my calf muscles especially. I was out with Jacob yesterday. I mentioned that. And he said, "Oh, so I'm going to call my friend Pierre, a personal trainer, and see if he had any resistance bands I could borrow." And Jacob said, "Oh no, I've got a set, and I never use them. You can borrow them as long as you want." So he's going to give them to Steph on Monday tomorrow at work, and I'll have those this week so I can start exercising my legs more. Which, since I don't get up and walk around anymore, and especially right now during not fair season, I'm not walking at all, hardly. I can definitely use that. So, but I've been doing some regular leg exercises without resistance bands while I'm lying in bed, and I'm drinking lots of water. And again, I'm wearing my regular compression socks that I do have right now that my brother bought me, but I need to get some thigh-high ones. They actually make waist-high ones as well, which he said are okay, but he said most men don't like them because they crunch your junk, and that's probably true with me. I probably won't wear them if I have them, unless I'm going to be gone somewhere all day where I need them. So I might look up full compression socks at some point, but I definitely need the thigh-high ones as I can afford them. No one's saying hi. Do you guys not love me? I love you. That's okay. Like I said, this is not a show for you. This segment is purely for me and my enjoyment of a Saturday night cigar, or in this case, a Sunday night cigar. So yeah, I had that was my fun weekend. I went to see Superman and I really enjoyed it. I got the news about Cronenberg in the middle of last week, which kind of made me, oh wait, I see a comment. Randy fucking Holiday. Hey buddy, I miss you so much, and I can't wait to get a car that can come down the hill, because we have got to have you back on the show. You are one of my all-time favorite people. And I miss you.
He says, "I love you, you love me, something, something dinosaur," and he says, "Ho, you don't."
No, I miss you terribly. I had Matt Rogers on the show on Tuesday, and we talked about you a little bit briefly. He misses you too. We all miss you. And I hope to see you soon. So yeah, that's the Hart and Kenny thing.
I miss you both a lot. I miss you too, Randy.
We really do miss you, and I really hope you get a car that can come down the hill soon. Because I don't drive anymore. I come and see you, but I'm so blind. Actually, you saw me trying to read that message. I'm so blind I can't see anymore. And my dizziness means I really should not drive. They've technically not taken my license away. I just know that it's incredibly unsafe. I sold my car. I don't drive.
I can drive, but we just don't really have the money to.
Yeah, right now I don't
go
have
up
money to
there.
come and visit you. But if you're making it down here, we'll do cigars. We'll do drinks. We'll do whatever.
I saw that show one day. I will have a good car. Well, it says cool, good cat. It
proud
says
of you.
or car. I have a cool cat.
You have a cool cat. I like your cat. Yeah, I'm hoping. Things are. I hope you get your government contract thing soon. Because it's ridiculous. It's been this many years. I always need to buy you out and let you go. Anyhow. So yeah, the Hart Kenny thing has been an issue. It's made me kind of depressed. I'm not gonna lie. But I enjoyed the movie yesterday. Superman was really cool, and I enjoy, everything else. So. Special thanks to Kodiak and the girls these cigars, because I can't afford to buy expensive cigars right now. In fact, the only premium cigars I've coming in from our sponsor, BL Luxuries, and then when I just want to smoke, I'm smoking these right now. I do need to pick up a box of Lunicas as soon as I can afford one, so I have my regular comfort cigars when I want to smoke. And they'll be great for Sunday smokes because they are a 45-minute smoke. They're like the perfect cigar, and they always bring me comfort. They're like my comfort cigar. So as soon as I can afford a box, it's about $80 for a box. Roughly, maybe 120 now. I haven't looked in a while. like one place sells it. It's like Mike's Cigars in Florida sells the boxes of them. But I missed my Lunica 400 Maduros. Maybe I'll get some box for my birthday this year. Other than that, life has been treating me okay. Our new house is growing on me. It's got its quirks. Certainly, it's a little bit warm in the summertime because it was built in the, like, I
I
think
want to interject and say that it is not a house. This is not a house.
it's a bungalow. It's a one-bedroom bungalow. It was built, my guess is post-war 1940s, during the building boom of that time period. It is 4 walls, never to be shared with neighbors, which is the important part. It's either a bungalow or a casita, depending on, I guess, your nationality. But it's got this little side yard that I'm in right now. I have my set, which is important to me. Once summer dies and there's decent weather, I'll be out here a lot more often during the day, just enjoying the fresh air, but in the shade. And I can take my therapy appointments out here. It'll be 100 degrees. That'll be nice. So, again, I don't hate it. It's growing on me. I need to organize it inside better because we had to empty out our garage, which was full of stuff. Now it's just kind of stacked in stacks. But I think once I get that done and I can kind of walk without having a little maze, I think I'll be a lot happier. So, yeah. In other news, everybody knows nicer for Steph. She's closer to work. I close to my dollar store on the corner I can go to on my scooter, which I never could do when I was at the ranch because it was just a dirt road miles from anywhere. And then once I got off the dirt road, it was then another 5 miles into town. And my scooter only has a 10-mile radius. So,
But unfortunately, it's too hot for you to even do that right now.
right now I can't go out in the sun. And I don't like going out after dark. One, I got to charge the headlight on my thing, but two, this is not a neighborhood you want to be in after dark as a white person, or really any person, honestly. Especially not one that isn't an old man looking crippled that was screamed, "Please come rob me." I guess I could go out at sunset when it's like just cooler, but I don't really right now. But I also don't have any money to go out really anywhere. There's a little 7-Eleven down the street as well. But I understand there's a new Zero Gatorade flavor. I was talking to a friend of mine today. She drinks Gatorade Zero, and I'm like, I love the white one and then the cucumber lime. One of your favorites? She goes, oh, the new watermelon slushy one. The new watermelon something. Zero Gatorade. I'm like, I fucking love watermelon, so I look at the watermelon zero sugar Gatorade.
Sean was telling me with Charlie Brown's that they have one where it's like mixed fruit punch with like their Cool Blue.
That sounds good.
And then there's one that's mixed like a lemon lime mixed with something else.
Okay.
Like,
So they're experimenting. I can dig it. One of my favorite he's a food blogger and also a voiceover actor. Goes by the name Snack Daddy. Very large black nose, very deep, low voice. He was rating sodas today. And it was funny as fuck. He gave Coke a 9 out of 10, Pepsi a 2 out of 10, Dr. Pepper I think got 6 out of 10, Mountain Dew got like 8 out of 10. It was fun. It was just the way he talked about it. His whole shtick is talking about the snacks and how they taste. Or he also does a segment called Snacks They Need to Bring Back. Butterfinger BBs. These things were amazing, and yet they took it away from us. Like if you get a chance to look up Snack Daddy on Facebook or YouTube or TikTok, he is just a riot. I really enjoy his content. But yeah, as you guys saw, Tuesday night was National Coca-Cola Day, so here we are, still drinking Coke because it's amazing. Fun trivia. If you have not watched Tuesday night's episode, at the 8:45 mark is Cola Wars trivia on Producer Steph's Weekly Challenge, and that was a lot of fun. And I learned some fun stuff too. Like, did you know the Pepsi Challenge started in 1975? the year I was born. I didn't remember it till like 89, 87 when I first was aware of the Pepsi Challenge. And that's right when New Coke came out and all that shit. So I had no idea the Pepsi Challenge was 50 years old this year. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And they won. Even Coke admitted that in their own blind taste tests, people preferred Pepsi over Coke. But guess what? Coke still has a 40% share of the market, and Pepsi has like 37, I think. 30, not 30, I don't know, less, a lot less. So, anyhow, you guys have anything new in your lives? If you want to humble brag, now's your chance. Don't even be humble about it. Tell me if there's something good going on in your life. I want to hear about it. I did this last week too, and I didn't get any responses. Even if you're watching this not live and you just want to type in the comments, I got a job promotion, or I lost weight, or I'm sexy as fuck. Put it in the comments. I want to read it. Comments. I never get comments. It's so cool. Although I realize that I've always put this up here thinking I'd be able to read comments, and I can't. Let me see if I can enlarge this. I can enlarge the comments. Look at that. Now I can fucking read car and cat. That's nice.
Coke is better when it's chilled. Can't remember why, but it tastes better that way, and I'm sexy as fuck.
You are sexy as fuck. That's Randy again.
That's Randy.
Yeah, Coke, this is ice cold. Ice cold inside of the fridge. Which is funny. During the year, I drink my sodas room temperature, because room temperature is usually 60 degrees. It's still pretty cold to touch. But, like, it's been so hot that I've been throwing my Coke in the fridge. I'm down to, like, my last two. But for those of you guys don't know, if you smoke a cigar, you need to have sugar with your cigar, or you will get nicotine sick, especially if it's a Habano wrapper or one of the higher nicotine Sumatra wrappers. You need to make sure you have sugar. So soda, booze, chocolates like we do during the spooky season. Or at least I saw ginger snaps from 2 weeks ago when it was ginger snap week day. Yeah. Actually, I gotta tell you, probably about 2 months ago, it was 3 months ago, it was National Jelly Bean Day, and I had a bowl of Jelly Bellies. And the different flavor combinations with the cigar was so good. I kind of just want to keep a bowl of Jelly Bellies on the set all the time. Like, just every time I have a show, just keep a bowl of Jelly Bellies. So I always have sugar for my guests, even if they're drinking a 0-calorie soda or water. And also just those weird, fun, funky flavor combinations. So next time I can afford a big bag, because in the little bags are kind of expensive. I need a big bag. Or maybe a bag of belly flops, which are Jelly Bellies, misshapen ones. They're the misfit ones, and they sell them for cheaper. Get a big bag of belly flops, just throw those in the set. That would be cool. Randy, since I got you here, just you and I chatting right now. How's your family doing? How are the kids? How's your wife? How's life? It's been nice to hear from you lately. You disappear for like a year at a time every other year, and we miss you a bunch, and then you pop back into existence. Which I understand, because I get depressive folks too, but it's nice to see you. It's nice to hear from you. We should video chat sometime. Well, you know what? By the way, on YouTube Live, I know I can do it on mobile. I'm pretty sure I can do it on regular, we might be able to have you as a guest on the show remotely, where we split the screen and you and I both chat and do the show. We can still do Mad Libs, we can still do a trivia challenge, and you can still be on the show remotely. I've had guests as remote as Tel Aviv. But also Pennsylvania, New York, Anaheim. We've had some remote guests. Texas. We had a Texas guest on. That was fun. So maybe we can set that up one of these days. Hell, maybe this week, since I still don't have a guest for this Tuesday. I don't know what your Tuesday nights are like, but if they're free, maybe we make that work. But yeah, tell us your life is going well. If it's going well, or if it's going crappy, tell us that too. You know, for $1 a cigar, these things are surprisingly good. I really actually enjoy these. I don't have much other ranting to do. I'm actually, like I said, I've done a lot of my rants the last couple weeks about flaky models and, you know, Ren Fair kickouts, and I had another rant 2 weeks ago. I don't know what it was, but it was the same day as the model rant. I had 2 rants that week. I don't remember what they were, but anyhow, this is my personal therapy sessions without my therapist, where I just get to vent about shit in my life. Proving I can talk to myself for 40 minutes to an hour without any, you know, need for other people, which is kind of sad, for being honest. But, you know, I'm an actor. It's what I do. Excuse me. So, let's see. What else have I noticed lately? What else has been? Again, I've been following a lot of political blogs lately, both left and right wing. That's been a really interesting show. But I'm not talking about politics ever, even on my solo segment. Wait, something just popped up here. Kids doing okay? College? Jesus. I remember when your daughter used to get up on the table and like striptease when she was like 2, 3. I'll let you be an exotic dancer right now. I'm glad things are doing better. I'm glad to hear, because you guys have struggled enough, and you don't need to struggle, because quite frankly, you are, and not that you like to hear it, but you are an American war hero, and you deserve better than what the government has treated you, and better than what life has treated you. And I really hope things get better for you and the family. College, though, that's fucking amazing, man. I'm so pleased to hear that. I'm so happy for you. Happy for happy. That's amazing.
He said broke. I'm guessing the phone. The phone broke back in November. Then PC died. It took like 6 months to get a new phone, but I got one now.
That's great. They tried to give me an Obama phone the other day because they're like, you're on food stamps and Medi-Cal. You can have one for free. But I didn't have the right paperwork with me, so I didn't get it. But I'll probably work that out soon. I'm going to try and get a new Medi-Cal card, and we're getting back on food stamps. So if that's the case, and they do hand me one of those phones, if you ever need another phone, give me a call, because it will literally be a spare phone just sitting in the house. I may use it for these shows, because this camera, as you can see, is not good. What's that?
It picks up, like, it looks like your camera has an astigmatism because of the way that it...
Yeah, it looks, it makes things, lights especially, and I think the front lens is scratched, the back lens is scratched, and that's a bummer, which is why...
You just changed the way that the...
What? Did it flip? Wait, that?
No. The way, on my view, of how the lights were... Right. Now they're at a different angle.
I just ran my thumb across the screen, so it's just the screen's dirty. And I mean, this lens is terrible.
So now the light flares like are going up and down instead of side to side.
So we can change it again. How about now?
Hold on.
Oh, it's got to wait a second. It's too late.
No, they're up and down still. But I just thought that was funny that they changed.
This camera sucks, and so if I do get an Obama phone, I might just make it do my Saturday Night Smoke segments. The regular show we do on my 4K HD camera, which is, God, so much nicer than the old camera we had. It's brighter, it's vivid colors instead of this kind of washed out, which you look at. And I actually have the overhead light turned way down for these segments, because my phone, in the dark, phones pick up a lot more brightness. They have these really sensitive sensors for nighttime shots. and so it looks like daylight right now, and it's really quite dark where I'm sitting. Like I couldn't read in this light. Not that I read very much anyhow, but I mean I couldn't see very well. I do want to get, by the way, producer Steph, I want to get a gooseneck lamp maybe for that corner that we can turn on for Mad Libs for our guests.
I think that would be agreeable. I don't know when we're gonna have money to do that.
Well, my other thought is to get a better light for you in your room, and take that one out here.
Okay.
Get you one that we can hook to the Alexa easier and have that. Or, again, I think I want one that's more directional. I might just get a directional light for out here that we just turn on.
Randy says the lights in the sky are stars. If the background was black, you would look like space.
We'll have a spooky background for Halloween again, of course. Maybe when things are a little more financially secure here, I can move the show to a Wednesday and we can come pick you up, drag you down here for a show, grab some dinner, and then drive you back. It'd be late, but it'd be, I really want to see you. Or maybe on a weekend, we can come pick you up and you can hang out for a day and we take you back home that evening. Grab lunch or something. But yeah, I do like Space, the Final Frontier. I also have my really cool the Riveter Cigar Lounge custom sign right there, which changes colors. I keep it green most of the time, but I'm going to change it, of course, to orange for Halloween, and it does Christmas lights for Christmas, and that's pretty cool.
Sounds good to me.
That'd be great, buddy. I miss you so much. You have no idea. I'm going to miss all my friends because I'm really isolated, but I definitely miss you a bunch. We've been through so much together the past 27, 28 years. God, it's been that long. Can you believe it? It's crazy. Wow, I just got the Sounds Like Plan. That's interesting. My computer's delayed from your phone. Anyhow, my cigar is basically out. How long has this been going on now?
I've only caught a few clips, but I'm liking the new Star Trek.
With the Strange New Worlds is fantastic. If that's what you're talking about, I really enjoy that one a lot. There's a new season coming out. I'm very excited. I was actually talking with Jacob about that.
It's 8:42.
Oh, only a half-hour show tonight. Well, that's okay. Randy, thanks for tuning in. Everybody else, you watch this later. Please brag in the comments about your life. Would love to hear from you. Instead of being near the train tracks, now we're near the airport. It's fun. Anyhow, have a great night. I will see you another time, man. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye.